Are we live? I don't think we are. Perfect, now we're live. Yep, got it going on. Howdy guys, just coming on live. I figured how can I set something up so that I'm helping you guys out in a way that I feel is beneficial to everyone. And I thought lighting was something that would have been really good to do. So that's what I've gone with. So basically here's a lighting setup. Hopefully this looks really good. I think it looks all right. And basically I've got 1, 2, 3 lights lighting me, and then I've got 2 lights that are just accent lights, basically the orange over here and the blue on this side, that just add a little bit of pop into the image, into the frame, just so that things look kind of decent. Basically I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you exactly what I've done to set that up to make it work. One thing I'm noticing is I don't have my control panel. Hold on. Bring this up real quick. I don't have chat for some reason. This one doesn't say anything in here. Menu? No. Add stream, share. Wow. Alright. Give me 2 seconds and we're gonna bring this up here. Here's my YouTube studio on this one. Get the chat brought up so at least I have that. Where's my lives? Content. Live. Right here. Streaming software, yeah, I know. View in live control room. Here we go. There, it's set up. Now at least I've got a chat here. So if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. If you're new here, hi, how's it going? My name's Chappy. Tell me where you're from. Leave a note in the comments if you're watching a replay. Just let me know where you're from. Let me know if you got any value from this. Maybe I'll do some more videos in this kind of realm. I kind of like it. So, I'm going to explain the whole setup here. What I'll do is I'll turn lights off so you can see the difference and see what they're actually been doing to the frame and how it's helping lighting. Lighting can really pop the colors, make things look a lot clearer. I'm using a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 as my camera here. It's just basically an action cam. Not a fancy camera, not a super expensive anything. It's a little bit pricey for the camera, for the Osmo Pocket, but it's not a fancy camera. If I use my phone, it would look just as good. So basically the more light you can give your frame, your subject, me in this instance, the cleaner things can look. And it doesn't matter what you have for a camera. So we'll start up with my basic setup. Basic setup is right here. You can see the light is shining on my hand here. This is my key light. This is the main light that's lighting me to make sure that I'm lit properly so that you can see me. If I turn that off, 1 second. Turn that off, you can see I'm very dark now on this side because that light's been turned off. Behind me, actually we'll go over here to the fill light. So on this side, this is where I have a second light. This is my fill light. My fill light is basically, it's helping with shadows on this side. It's not as bright, quite as bright as the one I had over here, but it's just bringing the shadows up a bit so that you can see me better. So without the key light, now this is kind of turned into my key light. and I've got this darker, a little more contrasty, a little more, I don't know if you call it cinematic, but it's got something happening there. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Nice to see you here. I'm just going over some lighting tips and tricks. Where was I lost it now. Key light now off. Fill light is still on. I'll turn off the fill light now, and you'll see how much difference that makes. Wrong one. Wrong way. There we go. So there, now I've turned off the fill light. Now the only light that I've got coming is on this side, and that is actually what you call a rim light, and it's kind of separating me from the background. I've got it a little bit higher than I need to. It should be a little bit lower, just so that it's going across the back of me. Oh, that's no problem, Brian. Not a problem at all. I'm just going over lighting stuff, so if you stay as long as you can, or come on back later, come watch it in the replay if you need to. It's all good. I appreciate you being here, though. Thank you very much, Brian, for showing up. So key light off, fill light off. I'm gonna go turn off my rim light, and you'll see the difference that makes. Okay, so now the rim light's off. Now you can see that the blue light is hitting me quite a bit. It's over here, down underneath. And it's shining very blue because the other lights have been turned off, so that they're not washing out the blue on me. And the orange light in the back. So that's the only thing you're seeing now. So you can see the difference on how much brighter and how much difference it makes in the frame when you've got light. The more light, the better. The right light, though. Don't just shining a crazy light on yourself isn't going to work out too well. You can use natural light. Now I have sliding doors behind me to go into my backyard, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up those and show you the difference in how bringing in natural light can brighten things up quite a bit. Okay, so now you can see the background is opened up quite a bit. And what it's done is it's washed out a little bit the orange. You can't really see, this side. You can't really see the orange back here. You can see the glow in the bottom, but you're not getting that as much on the wall. And that's because the outside light, the daylight is actually washing out the color, so it doesn't pop as much. That's why if you want to control light, dark room, turn off your main lights, get rid of the daylight, natural light, and then use your own lights to actually control the entire scene and control the frame and what you're seeing and what's going to happen. By doing that as well, when you're controlling light, it stays constant. Natural light, daylight, the sun moves, clouds come in and out, and it can make things change on you. Not a big deal on something like this, a podcast or even a talking head, as long as it's not a massive change. But if it's a very cloudy day and you're going from completely cloud-covered sun to wide open sun, it will make a very dramatic difference in your frame. So it's just something you got to keep in mind, watch out for, and just keep it in mind that can happen. And if you're filming something that you don't want that and you need to control the light, then close blinds, get rid of the light, natural light, and use your lights to be able to light things up. That being said, I'm going to turn them on one by one, just so that, again, you can run through and you can see exactly what it looks like. And then I'm going to talk to you about a couple of small lights that I have, a tube light and a square light, that are, I believe both are Ulanzi. Yes, both are Ulanzi. Those are actually the lights that I have on the corners. But let's get this cleaned up first. can see the massive difference just closing those blinds makes. Pop on my, you know what, I'm going to drop my rim light down. You can see it on that board there. Just like so. So that rim light is now shining, causing all this light on this side. My bad. All this light here, it's still actually probably a little bit too high, but it's causing that rim and that light to shine, and oops, it's difficult backwards. It's causing that light to give you, it separates me from the background. You see right here, how my hood has that light rimmed right around it right here, and that's actually, it pulls me off the background. You can see me better. It just helps the viewers focus on the subject because of that rim kind of, it just separates you from the background a little bit. Flip on my key light. I get brighter on this side, and flip on my fill light. There he is. Oh, wrong one. Might as well explain that. My fill light and the rim light both are, I can go warm and I can go neutral. So more of a white or blue light and more of a yellow light. So that's what that is. And then if I go to just the white, there it is. That's just the clean white light. So now you've got the clean white light, and it's, I'm going with that just because I've already got warm tones with this here, and then back there with the orange light over here. It's warm enough, I think, so I'm not going to warm myself up with the lighting as well. Yeah, so we've got all the lights back on. This is the image that I decided to go with today for the live stream, and this is pleasant. I think it looks good, and it helped make a big difference. Now, talking about the small lights, over on this side here with the blue is all it is one of these. It's a Ulanzi VL110. No, it's not going to focus in on that too far. But anyways, it's RGB. It's just a small tube light, and it gives out some decent light output. I mean, like you can see right here, it's going quite a bit. I would have had this where the orange is, back on this side, just because it'll push a little bit more light than the square lights. But the square lights is just this little guy, and that is a VL120. You can see that. Again, RGB. They don't push out as much light, but they're a little smaller, sometimes easier to get into different places depending on where you want to shine some light and how you want to get it. If you look at the ceiling though, you can see right up here that it is shining quite a bit of light. So these are not bad lights at all, and they're handy to have, especially if you're trying to get something like a cinematic kind of look, or you're trying to just shine things up a little bit to make it a little more interesting. Coffee. Jump Cut Studio, by the way. That's me. Yeah, so that's lighting in a pinch. It'll help you get things happening. I hope it helps you with your videos, and I hope it helps you understand lighting a little bit more and how it can work, and how different things can make a difference in your frame and just make that little bit of a difference in your video. Going through lighting on the natural lighting side, it definitely looks very good. If you can diffuse it, usually a little bit better. What I do have is some white blinds that are kind of see-through a little bit, And something like that is perfect in a window on a bright day. It just diffuses. It makes the light a lot softer. If you notice on this side, you see how it's a little harsh on my face? It's a brighter. That is because the light is so close right now, and it's not. It's twice diffused, but it's not. It's very close, so it's very white. On this side here, being a fill light, I've got it on, but I've got it extremely, extremely dim. So all it's doing is giving me a little bit of light just to bring my face up from the darkness. Adds a little bit of shadow and stuff here, like you can. Wrong side. You can see the shadow from my nose and stuff is happening. You have any idea how difficult it is to point at something in a camera when it's backwards? It's insane. If you're here, say hi, drop where you're from in the chat. I'd love to talk to you guys. If you have any questions, throw them up about lighting today. We're just going over small things. Another thing I was going to do, actually, I'm going to kill the rim light. I just want to show you so you get a better idea with all the lights on, but I'm going to kill the rim light just so you can see the difference and see how this goes away and how it helps separate you from the background. 1 second. There we go. So bang, right away you can see that light up here it's gone now. And I'm blending a little bit into the background, especially with a red shirt and the orange in the back. I mean, you can see that the wall's a little bit behind me, but I don't have that separation. That separation makes a huge difference when you're putting up lights and you're getting things going. What's going on here? Oh. Sorry guys, just going through a couple things. Lives are different. If you've never done a live, I honestly suggest do it. Jump on, go live. It's a lot of fun actually, it's really cool. So I'm going to turn that light back on because I really like the way it looked. There we go. Brightens up the scene a little bit, and my blue light died. I've just noticed. But again, Ulanzi, turn on. Here's my blue. This one died. I can drop this here. And again, it's not as bright. Oh wait, that's not turned up. Hold up! I turned it up. Here we go. So that's as bright as that's gonna go. And slide it in here. There you go. See, now I've got some blue back, but as you can see, it's not quite as bright as the other one was. Now with that rim light, I turned it back on. I turned it down a little bit, and you see how? Oops. Good Lord, I'm no good at this. This way. You can see how I do a little bit of a rim, and it's separating me just from the background a little bit. It just adds that extra little touch. I'm in no way an expert at this stuff. I'm still learning as well, but there's so much that can be done with light as you learn how to control it, that it's really cool. It's interesting. I think it is anyways. If you take a look at, I've got a video out there, delete the app. I went and made a spooky video about the YouTube Studio app and checking it out too often and all that kind of stuff, and how it can control your life. And I basically made it like the app is evil. If you went back and watched that one, controlling light in that was extremely difficult. I shot it all on the Osmo Pocket 3, and the reason I did that was because that camera, along with your phone camera, they're very close, similar. And I wanted to show people that you can actually make videos that look like that and make some really nice, fancy stuff. You don't need the fancy equipment. That being said, controlling the lighting was crazy in that video, because I had to make it dark, but I needed my subject, which was me, and then my phone on a table, to pop enough that I could do some color grading and clean it up and everything, so that you could actually see it though. And it was so difficult to do because like I said, I'm still learning. I'm not an expert, but it was so dark, and keeping light on a subject without it spilling onto walls and around the room. And I didn't have a very big room to do it in, so I had to keep the light as low as possible. It was really difficult. I had to shoot it a few times and get things, moved and organized, and turn the light up, turn the light down, mess around, and just play with it until I finally got something that I knew I could use. And then it still was extremely difficult in editing to actually get that to pull out. I was having some arguments, honestly, in the editing side. I think what I would do next time is do it brighter and then rely more on my editing software by using windows and some tracking and masks to actually darken everything around me, and then have the full resolution and proper lighting on the subjects to be able to color grade and play with them, and then darken everything down afterwards. I know it's possible. I don't know 100% how to do it. I've got an idea, and so I would have to just go in there and play until I got it figured out. YouTube is huge on editing if you need any kind of tutorials. ChatGPT it's crazy, honestly. If you ask ChatGPT, tell it what editing software you're using, what you have for footage, and what you want to do, it will actually go. I don't know if it goes through like manuals online or how it does it, but it'll figure out. It'll give you a step-by-step process on how to actually edit, what to use, what to click, what to change to get the look that you're looking for. Very, very cool. I used it once so far, and it was really neat. If you just joined again, I'm Chappy. Thanks for coming. We've gone over lighting today, and if you're watching this in the replay, thank you very much for coming in and taking the time to watch it. Consider subscribing if you find value in my videos here. Like the video, like the live stream, and follow me along on this journey of YouTube and learning how to make all this stuff work, and maybe turning it into a business one day and getting myself out of the 9-to-5 grind that I'm working while I'm on shift work. But yeah, welcome. You guys, again, if you're coming in, throw in a chat where you're from, if you want to know anything, you have any questions, and if you're in the replay, then throw it in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as it pops up and I see it there. I'll type back. But that's my little run on lighting, just to give you some pointers. I guess we'll leave it there. So I'm kind of out of ideas and out of information. I didn't have a whole lot to put together. I do have another light right here. These are kind of cool. This is an Amaran. I'll go through it. An Amaran AL-M9. This is older. I've had this for a little while. The front of it, to diffuse, is just a piece of clear plastic. And here's your lights. The cool thing about these is this is magnetic. It just snaps on. But I didn't bring any with me. I should have. You can put film on there, any color you want, and then snap this on. It'll hold it on there, and then it gives you a colored light. These are only white or that's it. They're just white. They are bright little buggers. But you can't change the colors of them without using a film or something like that. Another cool light. That's that. And yeah, we're going to leave it there for today. Guys, I'm going to come back on again probably in a couple weeks. I've got some filming I got to do. I got an ad to make for a golf driving range, which is very cool. I'm having fun with that. Hopefully it all works out. So I'm going to be off. I've got a video coming up next Friday, and the Friday after that I've got scheduled. It's 2 more of my talking car videos where I sit in the car and I tell you about stuff. But that's all I had time to get done right now. So that's why I did the live stream today, because I didn't have time to get a video done 100%. So I thought, well, we'll go live and do this. So I'll probably go live, not the next 2 weeks, but the week after that I'll probably do another live. I'll set something up and some information that I can throw at you guys. And we'll go from there. That's 25-minute mark. I'm going to leave it on that. So once again, if you enjoy this, you find value in this content, subscribe, give me a like, follow me along. And absolutely, if you have any questions about YouTube, about lighting, about video, leave it on a video, on one of my videos in the comments, or leave it on this live stream, and I will get back to you, and maybe I'll make a video about it if it's something that I think is everybody is kind of fighting with. All right. You guys take it easy, as always.